Want a live interview with Viral Hip Hop News? Email me, Sam Ant, at dlsmediainc1@gmail.com. Let's go.
Yo, we appreciate the people
Sure.
that come out. Let me go to the next one here, and I gotta get this whole. They keep switching these layout. Let me see if this will work like this. This is Terrence Howard. Let's see if it works. There we go.
Listen, before y'all talk about me, y'all need to talk to me. You see, once upon a time, if a man questioned another man's honor, he didn't do it from the shadows. He had to do it out in the open, with his name, his chest out, and his chin high. Not hiding behind a keyboard or tucked behind editing clips of fair use disclaimers. You see, citing Section 107 of the Copyright Act does not give you free rein to defame, misrepresent, or harm another's reputation. Fair use is not a shield for character assassination. So here's the simple truth. If you take my words, my image, my ideas, and twist them to feed your fear and inflate your ego, if you profit off of my name while calling me a liar, then be prepared to stand behind your accusations. Because in the old world, men didn't hide behind anything when they spoke against someone. They had to speak it with their whole being. And if you're going to speak against me, then use the same courage that it took for me to say those truths. Man to man, eye to eye. Integrity and in truth. I've spent a lifetime earning the right to speak with the conviction about these truths that I speak. So if you want to tear that down, have the decency to come and say it directly to my face. And say it like a man. If you're going to talk about the geometry, have other geometries to argue against it. If you're going to talk about the supersymmetry, speak of other supersymmetries that would work against it. If you're going to talk about the white papers, provide your own white paper as an argument to argue against the equations or the conclusions. But we're going to do this respectfully, otherwise we'll end in a duel. And I mean a duel, real life duel, where only one person walks away.
The fuck?
We can meet with guns, bottles, knives, or books and equations. But we're going to do this like men. So, get ready.
All right, so I don't know if somebody subliminal frequency put I am with Terrence. Gene overstepped this go round.
Yeah.
He does his fair share of capping. I don't know what Gene has to do with this. Do you know the whole
No
backstory
idea.
to that?
I was gonna ask you that
Me
too.
either.
Gene
Yeah,
probably
drop
ran
it in
his
there.
mouth. Probably ran his
Yeah,
mouth. About shit he don't know about, like he always do. But
he got into Terrence got into a character, didn't he? But what's your thoughts?
yeah. All right, so obviously Terrence Howard came out, made the claims that Diddy tried to have sex with him, right? This is what all this storm is all about.
Yeah.
All right, so let me say.
Well, let me say this first, hon, before you go.
Yeah.
He insinuated that he was saying that Diddy was just staring at him, like gazing at him, like he wanted to just eat him alive. That's what he, you know what I mean? That's what he said. But go ahead.
He said a duel. That shit was funny as hell. But now, first off, I believe him. Now, see, here's the thing. We've talked all this shit about Diddy for all these years, right? As far as business, and then suspecting that he may have some homosexual tendencies, right? Laughed, joked about it, whatever. So we've heard stories about baby oil. We've heard about him assaulting kids. We've heard about all these wild allegations, and we've said all of these things were untrue. But when I listened to Terrence Howard speak, I believed every word he said. Do I think that Diddy looked at him with the intent on trying to do something to him physically, sexually? Yeah. I think he damn sure did. I think he was at the party, saw stuff. He looked at Terrence, liked the eyes, liked the skin tone, and said, I want to hit that. In Diddy's mind, not mine. Diddy. But again, let me say this. Is that illegal? It may be taboo as hell. It may be funny as hell. But if a grown man want to have sex with another grown man, as nasty as we may think it is, it's not illegal. So I don't want to mix up what Terrence Howard said and try to throw it into the this is why Diddy needs to be in jail for the rest of his life conversation. No, Diddy's a freak. Diddy like dudes, allegedly. And if Terrence Howard is out here saying that Diddy tried to do something freaky to him, I believe it, bro. I believe it. But that doesn't mean it's illegal. And that doesn't mean he deserves to be in jail for the rest of his life for it. If Terrence Howard wanted to punch him in his jaw for feeling violated, more power to you. But I don't think that Diddy needs to be in jail sitting for the rest of his life based off of, hey, I'm a freak and I like doing freaky shit. But I believe Terrence Howard 100%.
Yeah, I wish I could pull the clip up because it's like deep in my phone. I'm using my phone for my camera, but he was talking about like it was like acting. He said Diddy hit him up to be like an acting coach, and he went over there. You know what I mean, and thinking it was gonna be some acting, like where's the whatever y'all do in the acting, the script or whatever.
Yeah.
He said Diddy was just staring at him, like just he was tall. He was just staring at him like,
What the fuck?
right. I was like, we all know the vibes about women,
Right.
but men, I don't know how that would work. Like that would be very uncomfortable. Like a woman, okay, yeah, but a man, that's why I believe him because the vibes don't lie.
Right.
You know what I mean,
I believe him 100%. 100%. Now, I want to know. So, obviously, anytime somebody say Diddy's name, especially a celebrity, you got your boy Big Gene that got a story about it. No, does anybody know what he said yet? I know he said apparently Gene responded to it, but I don't, man. That's the Hollywood shit I don't like to get into. That's the corny shit. Like, soon as you are attached to somebody's name, let me get out here and give you 40 minutes worth of content and say whatever the fuck I want to say because I've been known to be around him. I don't know.
yeah. Well, that's the thing. I mean, it's going to sell. So anything that happens with Diddy, even if you wasn't there, you ask him about it because you know how I go. People want to hear it.
Of course.
You know what I mean? So whatever his opinion is, he must have said something that Terrence didn't like. I didn't see it. I didn't know it was out. He must have said something though.
For a duel. He said a duel.
That's one thing about these people. They be watching when people talk about them.
I met Terrence Howard one time. Cool ass dude, man. I met him in a nightclub with actually Michael Rubin, out of all people. But
oh, dope. Okay.
Yeah. Terrence was a cool dude.
Cool. So let me go over to see what else we got here. That's not relevant. DMX's wife. Now she was pretty much they were divorced.